Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and we are back with kind of the new holy trinity of devices, the Nexus One, the Evo 4G, and the Motorola Droid, an oldie but a goodie. And that means it's benchmarking time again, right? But oh, look at that, something's a little different about the Evo 4G. Let me get it turned back on here and we can take another look at that. And why, oh, look at that, it's Froyo! It's Android 2.2. on the Evo 4G. Now this is a proof of concept ROM that the guys at Geek4Me threw together, and if you're rooted and have custom recovery, you can load it up on the Evo 4G. It's not finished, it's not official, nothing like that, and there are plenty of things that don't actually work, but we just wanted to throw it on and take a look because I really want to see the just-in-time compiler and see how fast that is. That's what, in our previous benchmarking test you saw, is what really makes Android 2.2 fast and just a really, really good update. So let's first fire up the old Linpack test and we can do the little mflops benchmarking and just see how fast everything is. You can see I already ran it on the Nexus One. Obviously been testing this before this video. So we'll get it up here on the Evo and the Droid as well. So there we'll run it on the Nexus, 38 mflops. Took about 0.14 of a second to run. The Droid obviously took longer. It took about 1.25 seconds and 4.5 mflops. And there's the Evo with 32 mflops and 0.17 of a second to run it. Run it again, gets a little faster. Run it again, gets a little faster again. So there you go. The JIT certainly speeds things up. I like that a lot. I'm very excited. Run it again on the Nexus, 36. So Linpack shows it. It's fast, and it will be fast on the Evo. We don't actually know when Android 2.2 is coming out on the Evo 4G, or any other phone for that matter. We have no dates. I do not know. Quit asking me. Let's run the Quadrant Benchmark test. It's kind of everybody's favorite test of the moment. This is the one that the Motorola Shadow, Droid Shadow, whatever, has been showing up on. I still don't know where they're getting that, how many shadows are being tested, whatever. So there we go. I'm gonna try to run them all at basically the same time so we can see if any gets ahead of the other, and it will. So here we go. Sit back and watch. It's running CPU tests, and the Nexus and the Evo are pretty much head-to-head. They're both running 1 GHz Snapdragon processors, whereas the Droid is running a little slower than that, so it's definitely getting behind, right? And obviously the Droid doesn't have Android 2.2 in the JIT, so we're doing some graphics tests, and the Nexus pulled ahead a little bit, but that, well, maybe just because I didn't quite hit them at the same time. And again, remember, this is an unofficial ROM for the Evo. This is not a true representation of what it can probably do once we have optimized ROMs and actually official ROMs, right? It's just a simple port and done very well and very cool to play with. But don't read too terribly much into it. I'm really just doing this to have some fun and take a look at it, right? Because that's what we do. All right, there we go. The Nexus is finished. Let's get the results. And the Evo has finished. And we're still waiting on the Droid. All right, so the Nexus clocks in at 1350, whatever things it's measuring. The Evo's at 1194. There's, you see the Moto Shadow there. You see the Nexus One with 2.2 up top, and so it's all pretty close. And I expect the Evo will get even faster, right, as we get real ROMs. There's the Droid at 368. Cool. So obviously not nearly as fast. I'll be interested to see what the Droid gets when it gets 2.2. Anyway, as long as we have Froyo on the Evo, let's take a quick look here. There's the live wallpapers like we're used to. There's the launcher, and everything else that you've seen in our Froyo feature series is obviously going to be in here as well when you get Android 2.2, most likely. So there you go, everybody. We'll see you later.